Along. Just a short reminder, this is a KTCB sports presentation, our last one of the year, and it's been a fun year, hasn't it, Brad?
Yes, it has, Randy. I've certainly enjoyed working with you. Hopefully we'll be able to do a lot more of these things in the future.
We've seen a lot of exciting basketball, and you've got a good game right here going with the St. Albert Falcons leading the Yellow Jackets of Thomas Jefferson 18-7. Second quarter just underway.
Looks like St. Albert's going to play man after playing the whole first quarter in the zone defense, and they get the turnover right away.
Radigan with a nice try, draws the foul, and Brad, we've seen a huge number of turnovers here in this first quarter of play by the Yellow Jackets. Coach Maines can't be real happy with that.
No, and I'm sure at the end of the first quarter he tried to tell his players that although they're not doing too many things right, they're not that far behind, and if they just get some offensive consistency, things can turn around for them. Now they started right off with another turnover, so he's shaking his head.
Looks like Coach Mike Tavares told his Falcons to switch into that man-to-man and force a few more turnovers, with TJ obviously having trouble handling the ball tonight.
Well, I knew St. Albert coming into the game was bigger and stronger than TJ. So far, they've shown that they're a little bit quicker, and that's helped them on the defensive end.
Radigan hits them both. Falcons coming right back with a press. TJ is going to have to be very aware, and another turnover, near turnover. Nice job by number 52, Trent Holmberg, knocking that ball away.
It's a 1-3-1 half-court trap is what the pressure that St. Albert showed that time, and now they're going to lay back into looks like a 1-3-1 defense and pack the middle again, keep TJ out of the paint.
Doesn't look like the Falcons are too worried about the TJ shooting at this point in the game.
And they haven't been given any reason to be too concerned about the outside shooting. Freeman's doing the right thing there. He's posting up at the free throw line right where the seam was. That time he got an empty pass inside.
Freeman with the hoop, draws the foul. He'll go to the line to try and complete the three-point play. Nice job on the inside by Kevin Freeman. 20-7 is our score. St. Albert on top.
And I think they might have called the foul that time, Randy, before the shot. If I'm correct, this would be a 1-and-1 situation for Freeman.
He misses that one. St. Albert clears it up. Here come the Falcons. Trying to work it inside. Shot from the corner. Good. Two-pointer by number 12, Ryan O'Connor. Nice shot from the corner, deep corner. And another turnover. Schnicker with the turnover. He'll take it himself. Won't go, but he draws the foul.
Blocking the foul. Once again, that trap defense causes another turnover. Wayne Maines wants a timeout. He wants to talk to his players, settle them down.
22-7, St. Albert on top, and TJ, after looking, I had an opportunity to see them play against Lewis Central, and they were a whole different ball club, Brad. They looked great. They were handling the ball well. They were shooting well. They really worked as a team. And talking to Coach Maines during the course of the week, he said that win installed enough confidence in his team that it was like working with a whole new ball club. Looks like that ball club didn't show up tonight.
Both teams right now are on a roller coaster. The roller coaster is going down for TJ and going up for St. Albert. St. Albert can't miss. They're doing everything right. TJ, on the other hand, everything's going wrong. Kind of a snowball effect.
What is TJ going to have to do, Brad, here in the second quarter to try and hold himself together, gain a little more composure?
Well, they're in the 1-and-1 situation, so that should help. They have to make every free throw, nearly every free throw, and they have to find a way to break that press of St. Albert's. They can't keep turning it over the way they have been.
I think the biggest concern for Coach Maines, and maybe you can elaborate a little bit on this, Brad, is they're down right now, but they're still not down that bad. It's still a margin to where they can come back to. They can't let this one get away.
That's right. They're down, but they're not out. The longer they keep turning the ball over and they keep getting either no shot at all or a bad shot down at the offensive end, well, then the longer the Falcons are going to keep pulling away from them.
So, Brad, what has been TJ's problem? Why haven't they been able to successfully break the Falcon press?
Well, they had a couple turnovers early, and then it just kind of flustered them, got them a little bit frustrated, and things have just gone bad from there.
Looks like they haven't had the man breaking to the middle in order to break that press either.
That's exactly how you have to break the full court zone pressure, is with crisp passes in, then back out.
Radigan with the follow, can't get it to go. He's fouled. Looks like number 53, Tom Gardner, whistled for that one.
TJ fans not too happy about that one. They thought Radigan should have been called for the foul over the back before he even got the rebound. That wasn't the call, though, and he'll be at the line to shoot a pair of free throws.
And as you've seen here so far in this game, Brad, St. Albert, a very good team at the line, and they're beating you up literally inside. You can't be giving them the free ones from the line.
And everything's going right for him right now. TJ was in a man-to-man, and they drive and get the easy layup. They went back to his zone, and they hit a couple outside shots. So TJ's kind of shaking their heads, wondering what they can do to slow this team down.
The big man, Brian Radigan, hits both of them. TJ's really going to have to get together. 24-7. Near steal again. Nice hustle by the big man, Brian Radigan. And you're seeing hustle. Coach Maines doesn't know what's going wrong. He's seeing the big guys hustle, the little guys are stealing the ball. He doesn't know where he's going to attack the St. Albert defense now.
I'm very impressed with St. Albert so far in this game. We've seen some good teams this year, but they've shown what I believe to be a killer instinct. Looks like they're really trying to pull away, and they really are good at the free throw line, and that sometimes distinguishes between a good team and a great team.
Kevin Freeman tried to make the drive in the paint, called for the charge. Another costly turnover.
Once again, TJ back into a man-on-man.
Outside from the baseline. Doesn't like that shot. O'Connor clears it back up top to Walter. Walter with the drive in the paint. Nice pass inside to Radigan. And he's fouled by number 31. Tough foul because the hoop will count. Radigan will go to the line and try and complete the three-point play.
St. Albert is a very smart team. They're up by 19, and they're doing it because in a zone, they're passing the ball around the outside, looking inside, but then shooting over the zone and making the outside shot. Against a man-to-man, they're showing a lot of patience and working the ball inside.
Radigan completes the three-point play.
He's been perfect from the line tonight, Randy, and once again, that's what makes the difference between a good team and a great team.
20-point lead for the Falcons. Nothing going right for the Yellow Jackets. I kind of hate to see this happen, not to be biased or anything, because both of these programs have impressed me throughout the year. Coach Maines doing a fine job with his kids on the Yellow Jacket camp, and Coach Gavars, as you see him there, taking a look at his troops on the court, doing just a fantastic job in orchestrating their winning season, currently ranked second in the state. And but you see the Yellow Jacket kids out there, and they're working so hard. They're trying to figure out what happened to that team that was on the court against Lewis Central right now.
And that game against Lewis Central is a tribute to Maines and his staff and the players. A team that hasn't had a great season, but they were good enough to work hard every day at practice, and things finally went right for them.
TJ having trouble with every aspect of the game tonight.
Free throws are a real key here, and like we've said, it is getting to be a bigger lead now for St. Albert, but TJ certainly isn't out of this ball game yet. They just have to develop some kind of flow, and St. Albert has become very comfortable in that 1-3-1 zone. It looks like they could stay in it the rest of the night and cause TJ a lot of hits.
Misses the free throw. Here come the Falcons. They're wasting no time pushing it up the court. Walter over to O'Connor, back up top to Walter.
Against the man-to-man again, look for him to try to work it inside.
Radigan on the inside, virtually unstoppable.
Radigan is a horse, and that play was great because he went baseline and then he bounced past it around the other player into Radigan for the easy two.
Shot from the wing, won't go for the Yellow Jackets. Nice rebound. We've got a foul call. Looks like the rebounding Yellow Jacket called for over the back.
Good hustle, and you can't blame him there. He just didn't quite have the position. Good hustle, though. He went after the ball. It just got whistled for the foul.
St. Albert's just loaded with athletes. Brian O'Connor bringing the ball up court, as you see right here. Aaron Walter, their star quarterback for the football team, did a fine job for him on the gridiron. And you can't say enough about this Falcon team as they dish it inside to Radigan. Radigan can't get it to go. He's not real happy. He thought he was hammered.
St. Albert fans really wanted a foul there, too. Once again, the drive went to the baseline. When the defensive help came, they dished it inside to Radigan. That's a great offense.
Nice shot from the wing. Looks like DJ is trying to get something going here in the late going of the second quarter.
Nifty ball handling there. Bring the ball up. It's Brian O'Connor, a 6-foot junior. Like you mentioned, athletes on this team. Everyone's very versatile from what I've seen of this St. Albert club.
St. Albert slowing it down, going to try and pick their shot now. well in control of this one. Backdoor pass to O'Connor. Won't go. Nice pass from Aaron Walter as the Yellow Jackets cleared the rebound and bring it up court.
St. Albert didn't get the bucket there, but they did the thing that you have to do against a man-to-man defense, set screens away from the ball, and that time they set a back screen and got an easy layup. It just didn't go down.
Aaron Walter saves the pass, tries to rifle it down court, throws it away. Yellow Jackets get one of the few breaks of this first half.
And Coach Kavars isn't too happy with that play, although he's not screaming mad because of the way the game has gone so far, but his team is showing a little bit of a tendency to get sloppy with the opposition.
At this point in the game, with St. Albert up 29-9, 20-point lead, both coaches, even though St. Albert is up as big as they are right now, both coaches, I think, are stressing the basics right now.
And that's what you really have to do, especially TJ. When you're down like this and you are struggling, you have to go back to the basics, and they're not doing it very well right now.
Madsen gets the ball taken away from him. Number 24, Doug Rue, takes the fast break in for the hoop and gets the foul.
Not a very good foul there. Rue had the angle to the basket. He was going to make the layup regardless of the foul. Should have probably just let him have the layup uncontested. Now there's a chance for a three-point play.
Taking a look at this St. Albert team, Brad, can you find a weakness?
They haven't shown one yet, that's for sure, Randy. I'm sure that they haven't always played this good or played together as a team this well, but tonight everything's going right.
Radigan with a big rebound, follows it up off the glass. 31-9 is our score, second quarter of play. Ball taken away from Stapoon. Schnitker with the hoop, won't go. Radigan with the follow, Key can't get it to go. Hannafin in the paint, it won't go, and the rebound goes to the Yellow Jackets.
Looks like they're going to try to run a little bit with a lot of the players from St. Albert still on the other side of the half-court line.
Shot won't go for Eric Maines. Foul on the play.
He went over the back there that time over Radigan. Radigan's really shown me a lot of versatility. He's playing strong and hard at both ends of the court. And a lot of times it's hard to get a good offensive player like Radigan to play defense.
33-9 is our score, and it looked like they're going to call a Yellow Jacket over the back, sending Brian Radigan to the line. And that's the thing Coach Maines is just shaking his head about right now. They're beating you with every aspect of the game. And again, we touched on this earlier, you can't be sending them to the charity stripe.
Radigan misses that one. That's his first miss of the night. He's showing a good touch from the free throw line.
Again, Walter picks the pocket of Stapoon and takes it in. Excuse me, Ryan Cook. Walter doing a nice job of taking the ball from Ryan Cook. And again, another costly turnover for the Yellow Jackets. 35-9 is our score. Cross-court pass knocked away.
Good pass there by Stapoon, I believe it was, over the defense. St. Albert's had good luck getting the turnovers on this side of that side of half court, so they're really starting to creep up. A good pass over the zone like that is often the way to break the press.
TJ inbounds it underneath their own hoop, trying to get something going here. Freeman for three, counting.
Good shooter's touch there by Freeman, who plays strong inside. Now he's showing us a bit of an outside game.
That should spark a little life into this Yellow Jacket team.
TJ giving the man-to-man look for St. Albert to try to work it down low.
The big man, Hannafin, tries his hand at the three-point shot. Wrestling it out and coming out top with it.
An ill-advised shot there by Hannafin, as they probably should have worked it inside, as we see a foul on the other end.
Doug Rue with the senseless foul out top.
Back to my point, though, on the shot, when things start going almost perfect for a team, a lot of players think they can do things that they normally wouldn't do in their structured offense, so you can understand why Hannafin launched that one from what you would seem out of his range.
And again, Brad, as we touched on earlier, going back to the point that both coaches telling their teams the same thing, even though the contrasts are so far off. As Nate Schnitker gets called for the walk there, both coaches telling their teams, St. Albert's up big, let's stick to the basics. Let's stay within ourselves. And then TJ, also, stick to the basics. Let's stick with what's got us here so far.
That's exactly right. Sometimes when you're up big like this, especially late in the season, coaches are concerned that bad habits may develop.
Nice no-look pass by Hannafin to Walter. Inside to Hannafin. Hannafin tries to paint, and he's fouled.
Not sure who they're going to call that foul. It looked like several players had a piece of it.
Everybody wanted a little piece of the action there.
And the fouls often start rolling up when a team becomes frustrated like TJ has now. And St. Albert, everything they do is going right. Sometimes there's nothing to do but foul for TJ.
Chris Hannafin having a fantastic year, Brad. You just see him taking the shot and hitting the first one.
He certainly has had a great year, 6'4" senior, and he's been the centerpiece of this great St. Albert attack for much of the year.
Like I said, they're not real tall, but boy, they're big. And stop moving them on the inside. And St. Albert comes right back at him with a press.
And they've shown a real desire to get in there and get those rebounds, and that's what you need to see out of your big people.
St. Albert currently ranked #2 in the state.
He's showing us why now, as they seem like their defensive pressure is excellent and their offensive flow is going right the way they want it to.
This will be a good win for the Falcons. If they continue to go on to win, this will be gearing them up for their district play. TJ also, you know, you hate to see this type of a win because their next matchup will be against, Brad, if you will, Lewis Central in the first round of district.
And that should be a good game because TJ has proven they can beat them. Lewis Central wants to prove that it was a fluke, but TJ knows otherwise, and they'll be ready to play.
Well, Coach Maines right now has got to hope that his kids can pull something together, get a spark or a spurt going right now at this point in the game, trying to turn this into a respectable showing, trying to pull some positives out of it in preparing for that Lewis Central.
That's exactly right. Games like this, you certainly can find positive aspects to them if your team starts to turn things around a little bit.
Because the obvious case tonight, as you see Aaron Walter clearing the ball up top, over to Schnitker. Schnitker with the hoop.
Perfectly run break there, Randy. You see Walter filled the middle. He had people filling the lanes on both his right and left. That time he dishes it off to Schnitker for the easy layup.
Nice move on the inside by Maines. It won't go. Here come the Falcons again. Walter pushing it up court. Inside nicely. Won't go. Looked like that was Nate Schnitker. He'll draw the foul. And a dejected Yellow Jacket there on the court, number 55, Eric Maines.
And that last minute, as you see the score, they're down by 28. St. Albert 39, TJ 11. That last series of plays there typifies the way the game's gone for TJ. A missed layup on the other end, come back down for a foul on a layup attempt for St. Albert's.
Nate Schnitker at the line as we're winding down the first half of play here. Once again, if you've just joined us, this is the KTCB Sports Presentation. I'm Randy Sliva, along with my counterpart Brad Fleck, and seeing some good talent. A lot of good athletes on the court tonight. Nothing going Yellow Jackets' way, however. As you see right there, another turnover. Schnitker pushing up court. Walter back to Rue. Good for the hoop.
Everything going St. Albert's way right now. I'm sure Coach Wayne Maines is just ready to get his team in the locker room and settle them down, try to get some positive aspects out of this game, come out and play a little stronger in the second half.
And on the other side of the court, Coach Tavares couldn't be more pleased with his team's play.
He's going to tell them stick to the basics like we mentioned earlier. Try to work everything to perfection, prepare yourself for the next game, but don't forget about this game because anything could happen in the second half.
Yeah, we've seen stranger things happen in second halves of play, haven't we, this year? Well, that's the score, and an impressive showing so far by St. Albert. And TJ looking to pull themselves together, get something going, possibly rally here in the second half.
They're going to have to find a way to break the pressure defense of St. Albert because right now, unofficially, I don't have the exact numbers, but I'm sure they have more turnovers than they do points.
We'll be right back with the second half of action right after this.